Yo, hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the third episode of Which Party Will I Vote For and Why Don't Be DA. So, before I get into today's topic, and also I just want to urge everyone to please watch this episode because I'm gonna get into like serious topics, and I've done my research thoroughly, and I need you guys to please you need to watch this because I bring a couple of things into life, things that like maybe South Africans are not aware of, and we need to talk about these things. So, and these things are affecting us South Africans. So yeah, please. And also, before we get into, please do me a favor. I know there's a lot of people that are watching this episode and they are not subscribed. Please do subscribe. It will do me. I need you guys to do me that favor. It helps the channel, and also like, and you can throw in the comment if you like to. And also, I just want to say, man, on this channel we cover a variety of things. It's not only about elections and politics. There's a variety of things that we do. So I'm trying to cater for different people as much as I can because I'm passionate about these things. It's not about like maybe I'm bored or whatever. I'm passionate about the things that I discuss on this channel. I'm gonna be doing the graduates content, chatting to graduates, and also from next week or after next week I'll be uploading a podcast of it's called Catch Up with the Graduate, where I have graduates coming as guests, both graduates that are successful and graduates that are still looking for employment. I also do sports content. I do sport because I love sports. I love football. I love Formula One. I love boxing. In fact, I love sports a lot. So, and I also are gonna be doing going live, or sometimes also recording streams about the breaking news. If there's a breaking news anywhere in South Africa, we're gonna be discussing those things, and just it's about South Africa basically. This channel, everything that is happening in South Africa, we're trying to make sure that we cater for everyone. So please, if you've subscribed, please don't unsubscribe. When you see a content that like maybe made you subscribe to this channel, you will still be getting that content. So yeah, let's get into today's topic. I want to talk about something that like we know that DA is in control of Western Cape, and as much as like I do agree with DA in a couple of things, there's one thing that like I'm uncomfortable with, the issue of illegal white foreigners in Cape Town, white illegal foreigners in Western Cape, and that's one issue that like it is affecting black South Africans that are in Cape Town. I've never been to Cape Town yet, and I've watched a couple of videos, and they've made me uh be a bit uncomfortable because DA is not saying anything about this. I've only seen like black people actually like complaining about like the influx of of white illegal foreigners in Cape Town. And also remember, they also there was this thing of Western Cape recession, and which is scary. Remember, like the people, those white legal foreigners, these are people that are well off. These are people that are coming from Sweden, England, France, Germany, Netherlands, all top European countries that are developed, and European countries that are first world countries, and they coming here in South Africa after because one of the reasons why they come into South Africa and Western Cape specifically, because the standard of living in Cape Town obviously for them is still very much affordable. Remember, Europe is also like things are very expensive in Europe, so for them they feel like they see Western Cape as a desired destination for them because um it's the closest thing to Europe. Let's be honest. In Africa, Cape Town or Western Cape is the closest thing to Europe. They when they get to Cape Town, they have the weather. The weather in Cape Town is almost the same as the the weather that you'd find in Europe. And also we know that like Cape Town is dominated by white people and color. So for them, they're able to gel well in that environment. They are able to blend in that environment, and it's also it's hard to notice or to point until like you hear the accent if this person is from Europe or from South. It's a white European or white South African. So there's one thing that maybe like is not spoken enough about, and we need to talk about it as South Africans. And this issue is it's been going for for a while, and for them to be at a point where like they're even comfortable to force for exit of Western Cape to be independent and be a country on its own. It is scary because we might end up losing Cape Town eventually, and Cape Town is like Western Cape, or Western Cape is one of the most South African is gaining a lot from Western Cape in terms of tourists, because Cape Town is like, you ask anyone from Europe, you ask them, are you, where in Africa would you want to visit? They always say Cape Town. They always say Cape Town. They don't even say South Africa. They say Cape Town specifically. And for them, um, Cape Town is like a country. They when they think of Cape Town, they think it's a country. And I don't know why is that, but then because I've watched a lot of videos on YouTube, and YouTubers will ask people like, which country in Africa do you know? And if I can assure you, go to YouTube and search this, which Africa ask which Africa Europeans would like to visit. Which country in Africa Europeans would like to visit? Most of them, they always say Cape Town. Always say Cape Town. So for them, Cape Town is a country on its own. So, and we need this. These are the conversation that we need to discuss and talk about leading up to these elections. This, and remember, DA has been in control of of Western Cape for a very long time, and I'm worried that they haven't done anything about this. And it's not like they're not aware about the influx of illegal white foreigners in Cape Town. And most of them, they own properties. Most of them, they own properties because they come here before even they get to South Africa. They've already purchased properties, right? And these properties, they're making them money while they're still in Europe, because another thing that we need to talk about is the rent in Cape Town, but then we'll get to that later. Let's break down this large influx of Europeans in Cape Town. Most of them, they already own properties, and the reason why they live in Europe is because, remember, the standard of living in Europe is very high. Another thing, they're using a currency that is stronger than rand, way stronger than rand. They're using pounds, they're using euros, and some even from Americans, they also moved to Cape Town. Americans, they're using dollars. So already, $1 is like 19 one rand is equivalent is like is 19 $19, and pound is like 20. 1 pound is like 20 something rand in South Africa. So already it's very much comfortable for them. So the Cape Town is like the most, that is where they can be comfortable. It's where they can be able to live almost the same lifestyle that they used to live when they're in Europe. And on top of that, like I said earlier, Cape Town, the weather, the fact that like it's dominated by white people, the fact that like they have beaches in Cape Town, they can go to beaches where if they want to, so it's comfortable for them. And if we don't wake up now, we are in a position where we might lose Cape Town. And I feel like I don't know which party should be in control of Cape Town if not DA. I don't trust ANC. EFF, I'm not really sure. I don't trust. I agree with EFF, but then also I don't agree with them when it comes to this thing of one Africa and open borders. I don't agree with them. So, and also you guys were in the previous videos, and this is not why today's topic about like white illegal foreigners. It's not, I'm not talking about this because you guys were having me in the comments saying like, hey, what I hate Africans or whatever. No, I have no issues with our brothers from Africa as long as they're legal in South Africa. As much as I don't have issues with white European countries, white European people coming to South Africa, as only if they coming here legally and they have the right papers. So that's my biggest issue. And we also, another thing, we don't know how these white people that are here illegally, how they're able to maintain their lifestyle. and we don't know how, if they're making the way, like they're making means, their means of they have, like, they're not doing anything illegal to make sure that they sustain their life. But then also, one would say, because they have saved for money to come here to live comfortably, because they have savings, and also the fact that, like, they own properties and they purchase properties while they're still in Europe, and maybe some of those, the properties that are making them money. On also the fact that, like, they are using a currency that is stronger than our current than our currency, which is rand. So, but then again, one thing that you've noticed, I'm gonna try to break this down, like, layer by layer. There's a lot of South Africans, black South Africans in Cape Town, right? And let's just say, how many black South Africans that move from Joburg or Eastern Cape or Limpopo or any other province in South Africa that move to Western Cape? How many of them do they own properties in Cape Town? I'm not talking about like Kailichas and Nzamietu and other those locations of in Cape Town. I'm talking about the nice places in Cape Town. How many of them are owning properties in Cape Town? Because just yesterday I was watching Fed Joe's episode on McG's podcast, and he said something which struck me, and I'm like, what? The guy's paying 40,000 a rent for rent he lives in a penthouse. I don't know which area of Cape Town is that. He's paying 40,000 a month. 40,000 a month. That's just rent. That's just rent. And it got me thinking, like, if you're paying 40,000 a month, why is it? I mean, and he said, like, apparently, I don't know how long, but then apparently, when he calculated that 40, since he was staying in that area, in that penthouse, that 40,000 is been there, staying there, I think, for more than 2 years. And when you calculate that 40,000, he has spent like more than 2 million on rent since he was staying in that penthouse. And which got me thinking, like, if 40 rent is that expensive, 40,000, I know you're paying for comfortability, you're paying for security, you're paying for those things that are important. But then again, if rent is like 40,000, meaning how much is property in Cape Town? Can black people actually afford moving to Cape Town permanently? Can black people afford to buy properties in Cape Town? And I don't think it's possible. I believe most of them that are living in Cape Town, they're renting, and I feel like these people, mostly white people, because obviously, like, we know white people, they are the ones that own properties, most of them in Cape Town. They're going to make sure they're making it impossible for black people to own properties in Cape Town. It's a fact. The property in Cape Town is so expensive. It's so expensive. So the only way that black people can move to Cape Town and work in Cape Town, they can work in Cape Town, yes, because they have the skills and the skills are required. But then I feel like white people in Cape Town, they're making it almost impossible for black people to own properties in Cape Town, because the prices of properties, I don't know if maybe there's a specific prices for black people and specific prices for white people for properties in Cape Town. And for now, I think that might be the case. I think there might be like price for black people and white people for in Cape Town. And I'm not saying DA is racist or whatever, or they are enabling racism in Cape Town. But then those are the things that that needs to be looked at, because we cannot have a situation where black people cannot afford to buy properties in Cape Town. And it's not like maybe they don't want to. Even us as black people, we want to move to Cape Town. We want to move permanently to Cape Town, because Cape Town is beautiful. I've never been to Cape Town, but then from what I see on pictures and on videos, Cape Town looks amazing. And there's a reason why white people are moving there, because it is comfortable. It's the closest thing to Europe in Africa. So we need to wake up and talk have this conversation about white illegal foreigners in Cape Town, because not enough is spoken about, and we almost talk about like the illegal Africans in South Africa, the Zimbabweans, the Congolese, Cameroonians, Ghanaians, the Ethiopians, the Nigerians, the Bangladeshi. No, I mean not Bangladesh is not in Africa. The Zambians, the Angolans, and other African countries. We only talk about them, but then not enough is spoken about the white illegal foreigners in South Africa. And I think it's about time we have that conversation.